Okay, so there's been a lot of talk as of recently because one of the writers from the MLP IDW comics has kind of brought this up on Twitter, and there's been a lot of talk of this for a little while. And that question is, should there be a same-sex couple in MLP? Now, obviously, in MLP fandom, we've obviously have a lot of ships. We have, of course, a lot of same-sex ships of, Rara Jack, which has become a goddamn battle cruiser as of late. Pinky Dash, Apple Dash, which was a big one for a while. Remember Apple Dash when that was a giant thing? It's still a big thing, but now Rara Jack's become has become like the behemoth of the ships, right? Personally, I'm glad, this whole season's been like the summer, the season of ships, because we've had so many new ships launched. We got the SS, Trixlight, we got Trixlight, we got the Ember and Spikes, ship launched. Let's see, what else? There's been so many, also Sunlight and what was his name, Sunburst? I can't fucking remember. But yeah, so many ships launched this season. Personally, I've been writing the Twilight Shimmer. I don't know what to call that ship anymore. But yeah, Sunset and Twilight ship. I've been setting sail on that one for a while. Seriously. But yeah, so here's the big question with this ship. So here's the big question: should there actually be? Should Hasbro and DHX just be like, let's just put a same-sex couple in there? And, these days, it's not out of the norm, This isn't out of the norm. You have obviously Garnet, which is the living relationship of the embodiment of Ruby and Sapphire's relationship. You also have what Rose and Pearl had. You had Korra and Asami. So it's not totally out of the norm in animation. It's not totally out of the norm. Hell, if you look back on it, Greg Weisman always had, one gay character in every one of his shows. I mean, you look back at Gargoyles, Lex was gay. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, I still talk to people who don't know that, like, Lex was gay in Gargoyles. Anyway, so, what was I gonna say about this? Now, obviously, for some reason, there's been some backlash, which at the same time, I'm guessing, like, either it's people trying to ship, and I can understand, the one thing that MLP's good at is everyone's okay with everyone's ship. This is what I've noticed because the one big thing with a lot of fandoms is that there are total shipping wars. Like, if you ever seen Zutara and Katang fans get together, it ain't pretty. It's like it's like a Civil War reenactment on message boards. I'm just sitting here in the back, like, dearest mother, the Zutarans had taken the field, and us brave Katangs had held the line for as long as we could. But alas, I can't finish it. But I need to do that as like one big segment. Like, that would just be it. Like. A Civil War reenactment on shipping wharf. I can't even make fucking words anymore. Fuck. But no, let me get back to what I was saying. Yeah, I would be all for this. It's obviously been something that's been part of the fandom. But the question is, who do you put together? Well, if you want my opinion, just put Lyra and Bon together. They're already, the most loved couple in MLP. You ask anybody, Lyra and Bon's probably on their top 10 ships. And let's be honest, DHX and Hasbro has been throwing us a bone for them ever. Like, it's like borderline, like, it's even like Marceline and Bubblegum are like, man, we weren't on the nose sometimes. Yeah. So that's kind of the thing with this, is that, if you're gonna make any same-sex couple, and you want to do it right, don't draw attention to it like Garnet. You see, that's the thing what I love about, Steven Universe. Garnet is obviously the embodiment of a same-sex couple, even though, yeah, I know gems technically are genderless, but as long as they're referred to each other as she, then, yeah, it's no big it's still a female couple, So, Garnet and Sapphire and Ruby are, a great example of having a gay relationship but not drawing too much attention to it, because it's just a relationship, and Garnet is the relationship, and Garnet is a great character on her own. say what you know. As much as I love Korosami, there are some times where I'm like, yeah, I feel like Korosami, sometimes it just, people just wanted to make it canon, and Nickelodeon wanted to go going, yeah, let's just give them what they want. Or better yet, Mike and Brian just wanted to say, let's just give them what they want sometimes. Not to bash Korosami, I absolutely love Korosami. But the thing is with this, with something like this, is that you're walking a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can be progressive, but at the same time, do we really, it'd just be the token gay character. I don't want a token gay character. Garnet's not a token gay character. She's the embodiment of a relationship, but they never say, oh, look how lesbian they are. It never feels like that. It feels like a couple that, had growth together, and, the fusion is pretty much the embodiment of that. Same with, I'm using Garnet a lot because I feel like she's been the best one for this. She's been the best version of a same-sex couple in animation done right. As much as I love Korosami, I can understand why people don't like it, but I personally enjoy Korosami. But I look to Garnet, Ruby and Sapphire's relationship because, they really do embodiment love, and it's never been like, oh, it's just because they're the same, they're both women. It's, look how token gay they are. It's not the case at all. She's the leader. She's the de facto leader of the team. She's one of the most powerful beings in the Steven Universe show, on the Crystal Gems, technically. And she's a mentor and was a mother to Steve. She was like a foster mother to Steven, along with Pearl and Amethyst. So, there's a lot going for that character. Now, the other thing is that I would just like to have, for once, and this has been done before in animation, and TV shows in general, and movies in general, where I would just like, if you have a gay character in a show, I would like it if you just said, oh, gay, and never bring up to it. A perfect example of this in TV is the police captain in The Flash. If you guys, I can't remember the police captain's name, but the captain in there, he is gay. The character is gay, and we didn't find that out until it was a passing mention in an episode where he's just like, my boyfriend is trying to keep me from eating, he's trying to get me on a diet because it's bad for my heart. This is the only place I can eat my burger in peace. And I had to rewind and be like, wait, hold up, what did he say? And then at the end of it, it's like, oh, he's gay. Okay, that's fine. And they never brought up to it, even when they did an episode where he was in the episode where where Barry ran back in time after Weather Wizard nearly, caused a tsunami. Yeah. So, they brought a little attention to it, but it never felt forced. It never felt truly forced. And that's the other thing, I guess you could say another example of this is what's her name? Sarah. Sarah's relationship with Nyssa. Sarah and Nissa's relationship was never really... It was brought attention to a few times, but it never was, in your face. You know what I mean? At least to me, it never felt, totally, absolutely in your face. So, if we do get a relationship, make it Lyra and Bonbon, because then you have side characters who, they're in a relationship. That's fine. But I'm pretty sure the major hate of why people are getting angry is because they want someone in the main six to be gay, and this is mostly about people getting their ships wrecked. That's kind of that's what I'm kind of sensing here. The main reason of why shipping's kind of kept the peace is because there's never been no major ships unless you count Shining Armor and Cadence, as well as Cranky and Matilda. So, you kind of have those two going for it on the most part. Would I be fine with this? Yeah. I know there'd be some, I'm pretty sure there'd be some backlash, but either do it or don't is bottom line, either do it or don't. That's all I'm saying. Either do it or don't. So you guys tell me, do you think there should be a same-sex couple in MLP? And if so, who should it be? Me personally, Lyra and Bonbon. You've already put the groundwork. They already have the fan base behind them. They already have, when you think MLP couples, who comes to your mind first? Is it usually Lyra and Bonbon? I thought so. So, yeah, if I was to, if you want to have a same-sex couple and not draw, like, too much attention to it, as well as, it'd be normal for that character, even though, again, I use the term character loosely because it's been more like the fandom has made Lyra and Bon Bon that way. The fandom has given, more character development to Lyra and Bon Bon than the actual show has. So, that's the one where I think the least amount of backlash will come from. Main six, I don't know. Personally, if I was to pick one of the main six who I could see to be, gay, I would say either, that was a tough one. Now that I was about to say, one character, but then I was like, oh no, wait, that's a tough one. I don't know. I lost my train of thought because the more I thought deeper into it, I was like, nah, that wouldn't work. So you guys tell me, what characters could you see as a same-sex couple in MLP? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I thought this would be an interesting discussion. Yeah. So anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.